Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video where today we are hopping in and talking a wizard build. This has been a request from you guys for me to go through and start doing some build videos, so I thought I would start with a wizard build. This one is pretty simple, and I think that it's about the best that you're going to be able to get with the way that the wizard staves work and everything like that. So first of all, for those of you who don't know, there is wizard staffs that have been added to the game. There are 3 of them. There is the sour staff, the spicy staff, and the icy staff, or the fresh staff. Each of them have their own unique abilities. For instance, the sour staff shoots out an electric ball, where the spicy staff launches out a bomb, and then the ice staff uses more or less like a everlasting, like every 1 or 2 seconds damage while your stamina drains. If you have no stamina drain on, you'll pretty much be able to use it forever. But the way that I built this build around is the fact that the staves that require to charge up tend to be a little bit stronger when taking on single enemies instead of full-on groups, in my opinion, so I built the entire build around that. That being said, this is what I used. So, going into the inventory here, I went ahead and used, well, we'll start with the spicy staff. I have a wizard hat, and I have the black ox harness and leg wraps. Now, the reason why I went ahead and went with these guys is because they have charge, attack, weaken, and a quick charge time for your character, and they're also medium armor, giving you a little bit more resistance. So once you go down the sleek path for this armor, each piece of it gets quicker charge time. So just to give you guys an example, this charge right here that takes about 4 seconds to do now, before used to take 7 seconds to do. So you're able to charge up and do attacks in a lot faster succession wearing the black ox armor. If you had the full set, it's about 4 seconds. With the hat on, it's about 4.5, 5 seconds. So each piece reduces by about a second for you on charge time, which when you're in a boss battle or a battle against a whole bunch of things, it can be a very powerful thing for you to have more attacks out in a shorter period of time. Now, also I selected the wizard hat and went down the sleek path with that as well, because the wizard hat gives you a staff parry window and also staff parry staff damage. What those mean, first of all, staff parry window, attacks with staves increase your perfect block window for a short time. So as you're attacking, when you go to perfect block, you'll have the larger window to do that perfect block, making it so you do not take damage. And then also the parry staff damage, perfect blocks increase the damage you deal with staves for a short amount of time. So really, it's really building into that damage for your character. All in all, I think that this is probably the best build. In my opinion, I still think that the sour staff is the most powerful staff in the game due to its large BFG-like ability, as well as the ability to pretty much stun anything within 2 hits of it. So in my opinion, it's a very, very strong weapon, followed very closely by the fire staff. I think that the fire staff is very good. And the ice staff, it's good, but it's more of like a area of effect or crowd control like weapon instead of, say, something that you would use for fighting one-on-one. It's very good for, say, fighting a large amount of fire ants, but in my opinion, I don't think that it's super needed. But it's still a good staff to keep on you, especially if you go down and build a very specific staff build. Now, when I want to talk mutations with you guys, there's a couple different mutations that I would go down. First of all, you're looking to do as much damage as you possibly can with these weapons, but you're also wearing medium armor. So as a precaution for this build, and knowing that you're not wearing heavy armor, I would suggest you guys put on meat shield if you're playing on medium or woe mode. Either of those difficulties, I would suggest meat shield on. It gives you more health. It's going to be a bonus to this build. What else could you guys go ahead and add in here? You could do a couple different things. You could go down the coup de grasp and Sim-Alot perks, where you can do criticals and do more critical damage if you wanted to. Or you could add Whittle Wizard, which is going to increase damage that's done with the staves anyway. So all in all, these perks aren't as powerful as the gear themselves, in my opinion. I feel like that the gear itself is really what's going to drive this build, driving down that charge time, giving you that parry window, being able so you can perfect block, and then as well as adding extra damage to your character when you're going through and using these, because these stabs already do a lot of damage, not even upgraded. They're already halfway damaged out right there on that one. If you were to go through and actually upgrade one of these, let's just upgrade one to show you guys what I'm talking about, how much the damage actually increases on these staves, especially for something like the Sour Staff that can just do a crazy amount of damage in such a short amount of time, which, by the way, it can only go down the Mighty Path, by the way, so you get up to 65% more damage. So now, not only do you have a Sour Staff that has full stun, you have almost as much attack damage as a Club of the Mother Demon right now. And that's with a weapon that you can literally shoot off like this and just send out flying stun balls at multiple things, and they ricochet around, bouncing off and harming things. The same goes for the ability with being able to upgrade the Fire Staff, being able to do more damage and stuff like that. But all in all, guys, I think that this is the best wizard build. Go out and experiment with perks that you think that are best for you. Trinket wise, there's not really a trinket that fits into this one except maybe Thor's trinket, but you can use really whatever one that you want to. I would suggest matching whatever staff you're using, just so you're getting that bonus damage as well for whatever staff you happen to be using. But guys, that is going to do it for this build. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to comment down below of other builds you guys would like to see me go through. I have a couple more in mind, but I thought that this would be a good one for me to go over and show you guys, seeing how the wizards are the newest thing that have been added to the game, and probably my favorite thing that got added in 1.0, mind you. But thank you guys all so much. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.